Hello everyone, back again with another video. Just showing you the Dji Osmo Mobile 7P, but has the multifunctional device on it, where it's got the light. You've got different type of light tones to it for different scenes. It's got the tracking camera, and here we are. So back again, and yeah. So let's just show this off now. The reason why I bought this Ronin-S for our DJI was the RS-5 is because the basic stand, it's not really good enough. It's not gonna get you nowhere. So I bought this stand. So this made out of metal. So let me make sure I don't touch that dial thing. So basically, you open it up like that. Open. And what happens is, now if I do this now, can you see? It stands up. So this is far more stable compared to what I had before. Far more stable. Far more stable. So this is how this goes. This is how this goes. This is how I needed it to be. So now let me try to stand this up somehow so I can show you what I was talking about. So let me just quickly pull this up and then I get back into the where we're going. Now this has a part where you can see it literally goes up. So just to make sure it's fully extended. I think it's fully extended. Yeah, so like that. So let me stand this up, get the phone back. That's how it looks like. So it's like that. So basically, when you take a good look at it now, this is what you get. So you have the actual stand was far more stable. It's far more stable, as you can see. And once you come forwards, right, all this, what you see here, is all MagSafe. So basically, press the one button, comes off, and watch, it's MagSafe. Now, see how the lights come on? If I put my hand like this, let me see. I think I have to need to see me. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Now, if I move now, hold on. Let me put the phone this way. You see how it's tracking me? See how it's moving? And if I move this way, it says it's tracking me. Kind of creeping it. This watches you, so that's what it does. So I move that way, put my hands out, turns off. Need to go red. There we go. And once you put your hands out, it will do that. So if I take it back forth now, we've got this part where it's gonna be kind of hard to do, but it's got MagSafe on it. So if I hold up, the magnet is quite strong in this. There you go. See this? MagSafe. This got MagSafe technology, so that's how it looks on the back. MagSafe, the power goes to the 4 pins. And that power also goes to the multifunctional here. And this is also MagSafe 2. So take a good look here. You can see the part here. That's the DJI. This is the tells you warm during use, and when you plug it in, it's also got the part that says mic 1, mic 2. So it tells you when all the mics are connected. You've got the USB-C. You can connect all cables and stuff in there. So that's it right here. So this is what you're looking at. So this is called the DJI Osmo Mobile Multifunctional Module. This is £40. Right, this will be like £40 for that. I think this was like not cheap either, but I bought the one where it will come together. Now when you're putting this back on, make sure your pins are nice and clean. Right, cool. Make sure your up there is nice and clean. I've got to be careful I don't get electrocuted. Stuff like that. And then what you do, It's MagSafe. It just connects on. And sometimes you may have to tighten it a bit. Fully clipped in. And then this one, I can just put it in. And if I press the double trigger at the back, there you go. It does that. If I do 1, 2, 3, it's gonna. I think the phone needs to be in there. Yeah. So basically, what it is, this thing will know when the phone's in there. So when the phone's in there, it will detect the phone, and then all these features will work where it will just turn around. So there it is. That's fully connected now. Yeah. So that's what you get here. So this gimbal is very smart. It knows when the phone's in there. It knows. It just knows. So even if I turn it off, it does that. And then when you push it forwards, it fully turns it off. So you got to push it forwards and it goes in the off mode. Hold that M button, goes like that. Let's see, can we get it to move? Yeah, it's not going to move because it knows. Because it only does it when the phone's connected in there. It knows nothing in there. So you got this mode here that will change the camera from back camera to the camera at the front. It would do that. It would do stuff like that when you need to. Can give you an example. Hello, here I am. See, it's a Saturday. Just out here at the moment, really and truly. I was having like that games day today. So you see, that's how we got the PlayStation here. Hit the button. Nice turn on. See that? And that is done straight from the actual stick itself. And if I there we are. TV's turned on. Look like if I press the button back, we're back, and here we are, back on one piece. System, lock back in. Stuff like that. So you got stuff like that going on, right? So you got all these stuff that you got going on. So here we are, stuff like that. We got the Elite control pad in there. Was the DualSense and the DualSense Edge in there. So this is how this actually works. So if you really want to know how this thing is, this is really good. It's really good. This has got like a 215mm that goes up to top and bottom, right? It really is lovely. So now anyone who's buying this, you have to 100% buy this. You have to, right? Because the longer you extend it, the more you're gonna have that extra leverage for it to fall over. With this, it's not gonna fall over, right? Now, one thing you do need to know, this also has a pivot, meaning you can turn it forwards. Like, it also turns forwards and it goes backwards. So you can adjust this forth and back, right? Let me see, can I put the phone down and I can show you if I can get into the thing. So hopefully the camera can see it. So let's say this part right here. So I could do something like this. You see how it's folded, how it's bent now? And when I want to, I can actually do something where I can be like, okay, let me put it up straight. You see how it goes up straight now? If you can see it, it goes up nice and straight. However, normally it's at an angle because the way it goes in. And then what you do, you just push that down, and it goes in like that. It angles itself back in. So put that on the floor. Pick up the camera like that, and then there we are, and this is what you get. So now it's in there. This tell your battery life. This is like your modes. You got 4 modes in it. Yeah, so stuff like that, things like that. So it's really impressive. It really is. It really is, yo. Turn it off. Maybe I should show people the mode that they really want to see. Hold on, let me show you the mode you want to see. There is one thing I forgot to show you. Now, if I take this off and I turn it this way, I can show you. If I turn my light off, I'll show you. This is what it does. Hold up. There we go. Now, with the dialer, hold up. Okay, let me get this sorted. See that? And then you can actually manually dial the brightness if you wanted to. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. The other button, change the type of lighting you want. It's more like a cool. So you can go from like warm to cool. How warm? So this is like very warm. This is like kind of warmish, cool. This is very cool. So you can set that up, and you can just like turn it off like that, or you can hold the side button, but it turns it on. See the dial? You see how it's getting brighter? See, I can control it like that. I can press the button and it turns off. So you can do things like that. So that's it right there. However, just remember when you're using a module, right, it will drain out the battery, because this will take it down to like 4.5 hours compared to your 10 hours you should be getting. So once you're using all the tracking and stuff like that, and especially when you've got all the microphone connected to it, transmission and stuff, you'll probably get like 4.5 hours out of it. So if you're going somewhere, just make sure it's fully charged. Once you're fully charged, you're good to go, man. So, and when I'm charging this thing, I will literally just plug in like a USB cable from my phone into it and charge it. What I may do, I've got the USB cable for there. What's for the this is the Odyssey Maxwell's over here. This is the DualSense control pads, and in this one we have let me see if I can unbox this one carefully. Don't want no problems here. If I do this now, hold up, open it, you got the USB A to C, you have the DualSense Edge control pad, you got the lock-in for the USB, you got all the paddle shift buttons, what I got in here. What you can see here, like all these things over here, so all in there. So all I need to do is buy another spare module when I can get hold of one. There's all your thumbsticks like low dome, high dome. You got all the function keys, you can change everything like that. I will zip up in a minute. And you got the waiting for another picture to be finished off to put in that one. And what we're seeing so far is like that. So you got the PS5 Pro over there with the DualSense Edge control pad, Odyssey Maxwell's, and the LG C3 with 2 straw hats. That's the Abbey style one, and this is the what's that company called? The Netflix. This is the Netflix series one. That's the Abbey style one. Man told me in Japan Craft that Abbey style lost their rights to sell in the UK. That's why you can't get no Abbey style stuff like the wallets and stuff. So I got this one here, the Netflix one. And one thing I'll explain, if you are on the PS5 Pro, you 100% need the LG C3 OLED or something equivalent. So you want either like a LG C series, LG G series, or if you got the money, Z series. You want the Samsung like S90 or S95 series. You want the Sony like A95 or the A90 like series. Even at least if you went for like the I think is it the A85, A80 series, they good as well, but they go like, I think that one's like the 42 to 48 inches. So you got those things there. But the only thing I would say is that when you're gaming on this type of console, you definitely need a OLED. And let me show you. Watch, if I go here right now, let's say if I go here right now, you'll see for yourself. Sorry, wrong place. You come here, you'll see for yourself. Like, let me turn off my light and you'll see properly. Right, this is recording 4K 60 HDR10 plus high bitrate for you to see for yourself. You can see the colors and everything for yourself. You can see the OLED. Right, even when you go in, right, look at that. You see the black levels. Right, look. Now let's go down. See all things like this? Let's click on Metal Gear Solid. Look at the black levels. Right, don't get the black levels confused with reflection, because the TV is very reflective. But look at the black levels. See that? And that's the difference right there. Now, with a PS5 Pro, you definitely need an OLED TV. If it's either you're going with Sony, Samsung, LG, just make sure that you got yourself an OLED panel for the PS5 Pro to utilize that display for you to see what you got to see properly. If you're in a place where you got a lot of people that may complain about noise, yeah, you got the moaners, get yourself a headset. RDC Maxwells are the best gaming headset in the market. There's nothing that can beat them. They are the best gaming headsets on the market. The treble, the mids, the bass, playing the magnetic drivers, 90mm. Yes, they're very heavy, but you'll get used to the weight. But trust me, when I play games on this, I've heard things I never heard before. It is so immersive and powerful. However, I noticed they did release a new LCD headset. The headphones, the closed back ones. But just you wait. The new Odyssey Maxwell's successor is definitely in the making somewhere. It's definitely around there. And I know 100% it's going to come with Bluetooth 6.0. It's going to come with a lot of features, more improved drivers, right? And I think they're going to come with the what's it called again? They got some new technology that they got in there called SLAM, S.L.A.M. So the new successor is gonna have that SLAM technology, where it's gonna take that headphone to a whole new height. Because I know what they're gonna do, right? That technology they've got, the LCD, is definitely coming to the new Odyssey Maxwell successors. Right about now, even when Odyssey do release that headphone someday, there's going to be no headphones on the market what's going to even beat the Maxwells. Even though the new ones will be far better than the Maxwells, people will still be trying to compete with the Maxwells, more or less the newer one. So the way I see things, that for the PS5 Pro, DualSense Edge, you might as well, because you got a Pro console, you might as well have a Pro controller. And because PlayStation is designed around fast storage like SSD and design around audio, you need something that can offer you the best audio. So I went for Odyssey Maxwell for the best audio. This for, you can customize your buttons, you can map it, you can do whatever you want with it. And one thing I can say about this, the buttons and everything on this is totally different. I'm telling you, the way how the control pad feels, it plays, you cannot compare it to this. It's not the same. It's not the same. They're different. They're different. I give an example. This gives me that feeling of the DualShock 4, DualShock 3, DualShock 2 and DualShock 1, where they used to have that nice deep button, the little chunk, 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 chunk. These ones are shallow. Those ones are deep. These took that deep feeling from the previous, for those who came before. That's what I like, the Edge. That's why I like it. I've always been a man that loves these deep buttons. I always like the dong, 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 dong. The quality on that, the build, the weight, the case, the case, the quality of the case, the presentation is just, when you buy this and you hold it, it's worth the £200. It's worth it. For me, it's always filming, always filming. The reason why I went for this is for a reason. It's for a reason. It's because most of these selfie sticks that you buy has this pivot what's got like 4 balls to it, and it goes click, 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 but eventually it wears out and you get a lot of this. But this now, when I was testing this, you could do everything. The way I put it down, the way the camera can track me, I could walk around, it's following me the way I want it. I can make my videos properly, I can go up and down, I could do everything. I could do everything, right? This is one of the things where, let's say, right, I had my woman, right? I could be out recording videos with me and my woman, and it would just work. Me and my woman and kids, it would just work. It just works, right? This is one thing I love about it. It's brilliant, right? It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. It really is brilliant. And the one thing I will say to you is straight, right? When you got something like this, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong, right? For me, when it comes to like the microphone, I'll just wait for like the Samsung Galaxy Buds 4 Pros to come, and I'll buy that, because when I had the Buds 2 Pro, the recording on it was really, really good. I can go very far, I can record, I could do everything. That's the reason why I'm waiting for Buds 4 Pros to come, because I had 2s getting to my friend, and I said, let me wait for the 4th ones. So this year, let's say right about now in April, May, June, July, August, so never like 4 months they should be out, so I'll buy them, and that's what I'm going to be using as my microphones, and then do that, and I'm good to go. So that way, when I have that, all I do, I just use that USB there. The same one there is what I use to charge up my Galaxy Buds, or I can easily use it to charge up the DJI if I wanted to. If I want to buy the DJI one, I can just put it there, charge it up. But I prefer the Buds, because it's just a case, it's just compact. I could just put it in my bike bag, put it in my pocket, vroom, vroom, time to do what I'm doing, and good. And the reason why I want to go for the Buds 4 Pros, it connects to my phone. I can listen to music. I've got all the Dolby Atmos, and I've got all the 360, or I've got all that stuff going on. So that's why I wanted to go with Buds. That's why I didn't buy the DJI mic, because I want to listen to music at the same time. So that's why I didn't buy the mic, because yes, I may have all this now, and you're probably thinking, well, you already bought the stand, you already bought the gimbal, you already got the multifunction camera. People be like, well, you might as well get the final last piece was the microphone. It makes sense, innit? It does make sense, but when you want to listen to music stuff, you do want your buds. So I'm still deciding should I go pay that £50 or not. Still deciding, but not sure just yet, man. So that's it right there, man. That's it right there. So realistically, if you're gonna be doing certain stuff, right, you just gotta keep that in mind, innit? So yeah, I do need to dust this off. That's why I got this. That's the air tool. The bag's over there. It's all plugged in to clean up the place. That's like the one-piece shoes box. That's for like Shanks' shoes. So yeah, man. So over there where Itachi is, I have all my receipts and stuff over there. Cotton buds, so I may want to need to clean some of that off, clean out your ears or whatever. Put my phone there, charge. That was Sailor Moon for my friend's birthday. And yeah, man, that's it right there. This is like Roronoa's swords that you see up here. You see Roronoa's swords. I got my straw hat in there somewhere. Got Ace of Fire Fruit over there. I wonder would they come back again with that Yuffie's birthday May down the city. So dude, I don't mind going back to that. And then this is what was drawn for me for my birthday, so I have that here. So really good, really good, really good. So I'm gonna upgrade that internet soon. They're gonna send me out a new box, and then I'm just gonna go like 500 megabits. Increase the speed, man. Or what I'm thinking about, I may want to go towards like I may want to go with like what the hell you call it? I may want to go with hyper optic, because I want to have the 900 megabit up, megabit and 900 megabit down. However, Virgin Media do have the 2 gigabit. But then again, you don't really need 2 gigabit unless you're running a business and you're doing things that really utilizes that. That's more like business purposes. So anyone sitting there with that is kind of crazy. So yeah, man. So this is how it ends. This is how it goes, yo. So let me just finish it off this way. Oh yeah, I do have a Western Digital SN850p 4TB in there. So there's a total of 6 terabytes. One thing I will say is that you should keep in your mind, is what I'm going to say to you is, here's it here. So the first one you see tells you I got 1.8 terabytes. That's the console storage. My M.2 has 3.56. Of course, I've got games installed on it. Right now, let me tell you something. Your save data is saved to the console storage. It doesn't save to the NVMe. So I'll put all my games over there. So I don't really like to use the onboard storage. The storage is speed is the console reads at 6.5 gigabytes per second. However, it is at 7.3 gigabytes per second read with 6.6 gigabytes write. So this drive is exceptionally fast, very fast. Right, when I played Horizon the other day, the loading was very fast. Right, I mean very fast, very fast indeed. So just let you know that. So all I can say is, right, if you got a PS5 Pro, make sure you got a OLED TV, IDC Maxwell's DualSense control pad, and you're good to go, yo. if you're on Xbox Series X, you also need an OLED TV. You also need RDC Maxwell's. If you're not really that person that likes heavy headsets, at least get yourself the Astro A50X, man. Astro A50X at least. Stuff like this. So this is how it goes, man. I used to be the man that used to always want to cheap out on things, but eventually it catches up to you. I tried to cheap out on my phone for the longest. Like, I used to have flagships before until it's like, oh, it's too expensive, man. Let me cheap out. Let me go for like the FEN, all these light series. Before you realize it catches up to you. I did that with my bike lights. It caught up with me. I did that with my audio. It caught up to me. Did that with my TV. It caught up to me. I did it with all these things. It caught up to me. To a point where I realized that the things I need and what I'm doing, I have to go flagship, man. I have to. I ain't got another choice. So my phone I was forced to go for. I had no choice, yo. So this is it here, man. This is it here, man. So this is how this thing goes, yo. So let me just make sure I put my juice sense back nice and safely and carefully, so we ain't got no problems out here. So clean it up. Right, that's there. Once I find that module, right, once there's like an August nearby, once there's an August nearby, what's got a module, I'll go pick it up. Or like Smith Toys or something, I'll just go pick it up. They said the module is like £20. Once I can go just get the module, I'll be like, okay, I'm okay, I'm fine. Okay, this has got that lip seal in it, make sure no dust don't get into it. Like how they did it though, how they try to lip seal it. So this goes right there, this sits there. Let's pick up the camera. So got that back in its case, that's there. That's the DualSense charger. I forget plugging that in there, man. That's useless, man. So that controller, the only time you need to use a cable is just to register the control pad. Once the control pad is registered, you don't really need to use the USB. So this is only there to be registering 1, 2, and 3, and you don't need it. So yeah, man, you don't need that no more. So yeah, man, such is life, man, such is life. So coming back to it, that's it right here. Do that, and you're done. And the reason why I would tell you straight to buy that stand, you're gonna reach a certain time. Now, if you see it opening, it'll be natural because it is metal. The thing is heavy. So one thing I would tell you is you definitely want to buy this here, yo, because in the end of the day, if you really want to be recording, this is metal, it's got weight, so it's going to help hold things down. The one what comes with it was £20. I think that's plastic, man. But when the man goes, oh, we got this one here, I say, yeah, I'll take that one. When I felt the weight of this one, I said yes, because you've got the weight to help you with stability. Now, is this worth the money? Right? Hell yes it is. Hell yes it is. Hell yes it is. At first, with my impression, I wasn't used to it because I didn't give it enough time or chance to experience it. But after playing with it, I was like, you know what, I actually like it. Second, these little markings is to be expected. So I think it's the way how I'm putting it in. So I think I need to put it in a way where it clicks in, because when I'm turning it, it's going clink, clink, clink. So I need to do it in a way where I'm not really scraping the plastic like that. So I'm going to see, can I figure it out? So I can just click it in nicely. So yeah, so that's it right there, man. That's it right there, man. So if this your type of thing, then should give it a go, man. Should give it a go. Right? Should give it a go. Right? And trust me, like, you'll like it. You'll like it. Right? So tell me how you feel. Tell me how you think. That's it right here. So peace out, man.